Hello again, I'm Simon Hackett from Hackett Estates. This is another video in our series on living in Sotogrande and why this is a great place for Americans to relocate to. If you're living anywhere in Florida or actually anywhere on the East Coast and you've been thinking about making a move, today's video is for you. Because the truth is, a lot of people moved to Florida or other southern states thinking it was the solution. Lower taxes, better weather, geographic diversification. But now, hurricane insurance is unaffordable, the political climate is just as exhausting, and with increasing instability in Latin America, proximity to potential regional conflicts is becoming a concern for some families. For a lot of families, it's starting to feel like a sensible and strategic lateral move, not just an upgrade. So today, I want to show you what a real upgrade looks like, southern Spain, and specifically Sotogrande. Let's be honest about what's happening in Florida right now. Hurricanes aren't new, but the insurance crisis is. Premiums have tripled in some areas. Major insurers are pulling out. And if you're on the coast, you might not even be able to get coverage anymore. Then there's the cost of living. Florida used to be the affordable alternative. Not anymore. Miami rivals New York. Even Tampa and Naples are pricing out the middle classes. And politically, a lot of people move to escape the noise, but Florida has its own version now. It's just a different flavor. And increasingly, families are asking, what does geographic diversification actually mean? Some chose Florida or Latin America for weather and affordability, but with Venezuela's crisis deepening and regional instability spreading, being in the Western Hemisphere doesn't automatically mean being insulated from geopolitical risk. I'm not saying Florida is bad. I'm just saying it's not the escape or the hedge that people thought it would be. So why Sotogrande and not Marbella or Malaga? Because Sotogrande delivers what Florida and Latin America can't. True stability and privacy and exclusivity without the compromise. First, it's a private master planned community, not a city, not a resort. Think Palm Beach meets Montecito, but more international and more affordable. Gated, secure, with 24/7 security, yet open and welcoming. Your kids can walk to school alone. Your bikes can be left outside with zero anxiety. Second, the only true American school in Andalusia. Atlas American School opened here specifically for American families. It has a full US curriculum, SAT prep, US college counseling. This does not exist in Marbella or Malaga. If you want your kids on track for American universities while living abroad, Sotogrande is your only option in southern Spain. Third, it's the California lifestyle in Europe. Golf, polo, sailing, beaches, 5 championship courses, including Valderrama, Europe's best, Santa Maria Polo Club, a marina with world-class dining, palm-lined streets, year-round, sun-filled living. Americans consistently call it what California used to be. But unlike California, no wildfires, no insurance crisis, 1/3 of the cost, and European healthcare that actually works. Fourth, limited supply of property and growing demand. Sotogrande was built in the 1960s. There's no more land for major development. There's limited supply, international buyers from 50+ countries, and American interest up 40% since 2020. Properties here have held their value through the 2008 crisis better than anywhere else in Spain. And finally, a big difference to Marbella's overcrowded and Malaga's urban landscapes. Marbella handles 6 million tourists a year. That means traffic, crowds, rising crime. It's exhausting to live there full time. Malaga's a vibrant city, great for young professionals, but urban living, limited international schools, and less green space. Whereas Sotogrande is private, peaceful, and built for families. It's where discerning Americans go once they've done their homework. Let's talk numbers. A luxury home in Naples or Palm Beach, you're paying $3 to $5 million, plus insurance, plus property taxes, and the HOA fees that just keep climbing. In Sotogrande, you can get a stunning villa with golf course or sea views for about $1.5 to $3 million. Lower property taxes, no hurricane insurance, and it's a market that's historically stable. Just put simply, your dollar goes further. Your lifestyle is better, and you're in the EU, which opens up travel, education, and business opportunities across 27 different countries. Look, a lot of people moved to Florida because they were exhausted by the politics, by the taxes, by the daily grind. Some looked at Costa Rica, some looked at Mexico, both for similar reasons. But moving within the Americas didn't stop that. It just really changed the zip code. And recent events, which are rippling across the region, have reminded families that geographic proximity matters when thinking about long-term stability. Spain is simply different. You're not just moving to a different state or a nearby country, you're stepping into a completely different geopolitical zone. European stability, NATO membership, established rule of law, and a pace of life that actually lets you breathe. Long lunches, walkable towns, a culture that values family, food, and actually enjoying life. You're not running from something, you're running towards something genuinely better and genuinely different. So, if this resonates with you, if you're tired of Florida, concerned about instability, or just curious about what a better life in Spain could offer, let's talk. Book a Sotogrande strategy call. We'll walk through your situation, your goals, and whether southern Spain makes sense for you. And before that, just download our free guide, The American's Guide to Relocating to Spain. You can find it in the description below. Everything you need to know about relocating to Sotogrande in one place. So, thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in our next video.